The fact that the Chinese economy has witnessed a steady growth during the last decades is in part due to the adoption of an export-led growth model, where manufacturing for export markets became a key for the country's economy. But this is not something new. For centuries, maritime trade has been vital for the country, where ancient sea routes enabled China to become a big player in the trade activity. I am today in Yangjiang, an important city located along the South China Sea that offers a nice coastline. But I actually didn't come here this time to enjoy the beach. I am in fact here to learn about one of the most significant and ambitious underwater archaeological projects in China, the rescue mission of a ship sunken more than 800 years ago. This is the Silk Road Maritime Museum here in Guangdong, and I'm just so impressed with the history of one specific ship that is right behind me. It was built more than 800 years ago during the Song Dynasty. It sank in the deep sea near the coast of Guangdong Province, what is Guangdong Province nowadays. The shipwreck dates back to the Southern Song Dynasty, a period where Chinese maritime trade was flourishing. The Nanhai One is believed to have been a merchant ship carrying valuable cargo along the maritime Silk Road, linking China with Southeast Asia, the Indian Ocean, and beyond. Around 20 years ago, there was a mission to bring it back to this very museum. So right now, this ship that sank in deep waters is in this museum, and they're excavating, trying to get a lot of different items and relics that sank within the ship. In 1987, a team of Chinese archaeologists doing research work off the coast of Guangdong Province discovered the Nanhai One in the South China Sea. It was named Nanhai One after the South China Sea where it was found. It is just incredible, the whole mission and the whole amount of money and manpower that was put into the recovery of this ship. I'm just super into this story, and I wanted just to show that one because I think this is a place that's totally worth a visit if you ever come to this city. The ship was located at a depth of approximately 30 meters or 98 feet underwater, posing significant technical challenges for its excavation and preservation. To preserve the ship and its contents, Chinese archaeologists decided to lift the entire shipwreck, along with a large volume of surrounding sediment from the seabed. This approach aimed to protect the fragile structure of the ship and prevent damage to the artifacts. Extensive planning and preparation were required, including the design of a specialized steel container to encase the shipwreck. This container was essential for the safety lifting and transporting the ship. In December 2007, the Nanhai One was successfully lifted from the seabed in a complex and carefully executed operation. The entire shipwreck, encased in the steel container, was transported to a specially constructed pool at the museum that we're visiting today. A temporary berth was built to allow the transportation of this cage into the museum. And we actually have privileged access to the area where the ship is, and you can see it's right behind me. This area, you can see a big steel structure all around. Of course, this ship cannot stand by itself,
and because of the many years that this ship has existed, has been under the water, is very fragile. So it needs this kind of structure to protect it. And it's just right there. We had access to this place to see how the archaeologists are doing this digging process, and still searching and checking, inspecting some parts of the wood that was part of this big ship.
The ship is now in a controlled environment within the museum, where it is submerged in water to mimic the conditions under which it was found. This helps to preserve the wooden structure and prevent deterioration. Archaeologists have been meticulously excavating the sediment within the container, uncovering thousands of artifacts, including ceramic, gold, silver, and other valuable items. The museum allows visitors to view the Nanhai One and the ongoing excavation work. This setup offers a unique experience, showcasing this ship and its significance to the public.
This steel structure all around, like the big box that is surrounding the ship, is actually the box that they used to bring this ship all the way from the deep waters in the sea to this place where it is right now. They actually built a berth just to move it here temporarily, and then they took it down. But here it is, the big structure with this ship. I'm just really impressed. I had no idea that could be done, like recover a whole ship and bring it all the way here to a museum. That is really mind-blowing. I mean, probably all ships were, I don't know, like maybe 100 years ago, like the Titanic perhaps, but this one is 800 years.
The successful rescue and conservation of the Nanhai One in China represent a landmark achievement in underwater archaeology. It has set a precedent for the preservation of other underwater cultural heritage sites.
Folks, I'm gonna be wandering around nice and beautiful places here in China and documenting about it. I will also be Instagramming my day-to-day and my trips in this awesome country. Feel free to follow me and leave your comments and impressions over there about life in China. I will leave the link to my account in the description down below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my follow-up stories about what's going on in this part of the world. If you think there might be someone else interested in these kind of videos, please consider sharing. My name is Rafael, thanks for watching, stay safe until next time.